Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to another My Thoughts on. It's going to be my thoughts on the PlayStation 4 exclusive that I recently completed, and that is Killzone Shadowfall. Now, I've taken a whole page of notes. Look, as I've been playing through the game, I've been taking some notes and some positives and some negatives and stuff. And this might be something I might do on a more regular basis. When I'm playing through a game for the first time, I might actually take notes, and once I've completed the game, I will make my thoughts on. I think that would be quite a cool video idea, really. And I do want to do these more often. This was one of the games at E3 that really caught my attention, because I really enjoyed Killzone 2. I thought it was a fantastic game. Didn't actually get around to buying Killzone 3, unfortunately, but I did love Killzone 2. I thought it was a fantastic, really good game. And this really caught my attention at E3. I thought it looked beautiful. The way the guns sounded, just the way the game looked, the way, it looked like it was going to be a really enjoyable game. But apart from the graphics not looking beautiful and that, the game itself to play, for me, it's boring. I find the game really boring, really uninteresting, and just for me, a big disappointment. Like I said, it pains me to say this, but I'm really disappointed with this game. I mean, like I say, the graphics look beautiful, explosions look awesome, the way you see buildings crumbling and stuff like that, it just looks fantastic. It really does. And if I had gameplay to back that up, it would be a spectacular game, guys. It really would. And but unfortunately, like I say, I just find the game really boring. The length of the single player campaign in this is roughly 10 hours long. Which for me, I feel it's the perfect length, because if it had been any longer, I just think I would have got really fed up with the game. I mean, after maybe the first 3 or 4 hours of the game, I was starting to get really bored of the game and struggling to continue, because I really wasn't finding it that enjoyable. And I can only sit and play it for about 40 minutes until I just have to turn it off and play something else. I can't even play the game for an hour. I just don't find it interesting enough, to be honest. I played through it in hard mode, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I mean, when I think back to Killzone 2, that was really bloody difficult in hard mode. But enjoyable, and I enjoyed playing on hard mode, even though it was frustrating at times, but I did really enjoy it. And it didn't have too many frustrating parts, Killzone Shadowfall, but towards the end it did start to get really challenging at some points. So if you want to challenge a game, well, play through Killzone Shadowfall on hard mode, or just wait until some better FPSs come out on the PlayStation 4. So the character you play as in this game is Kellen. Hold on. Lucas Kellen. Yeah, you play through the game as Lucas Kellen, who, in my opinion, it's just boring as a character. He doesn't talk much. You don't actually see him, I don't think. From what I can remember, you don't actually see the character, because obviously it's a first-person shooter. But you hear him talk. But the dialogue, there's just nothing much there, and just a really forgettable character, I don't think any of the Killzone games have really had a brilliant character, really, I wouldn't say. I suppose the character in Killzone 2 was alright. It was better than Lucas Kellen, anyway. I didn't really like Lucas Kellen very much. And then you meet this female called Echo or something. And I think she's a Hellgast or something like that. See, the story for me is just really uninteresting. I just didn't really follow it, because I just didn't really enjoy it enough. What they were doing, I was just confused. I just wanted to play the game for the gameplay in the end, because the story for me just wasn't interesting, in my opinion. I do have a positive with the game though. I think the soundtrack, believe it or not, I think the soundtrack was pretty damn epic. Killzone 2 for me had a really epic soundtrack, and for me, Killzone Shadowfall didn't disappoint as far as the soundtrack goes. Some really catchy tunes there, some epic sound tunes, and there was even one that sounded a bit like drum and bass, which obviously is awesome in my opinion. Whether you want to call it dubstep, drum and bass, I don't know what you call it. It all sound the bomb and same to me. But I think there were some really cool tracks, and I did end up enjoying quite a lot of the soundtracks in the game. Which is always something that I always look out for. I don't know why, the soundtrack in the game is always something I pay attention to. And if a game's got a really good soundtrack, it really it helps, in my opinion. Heavy Rain, pretty awesome soundtrack that game had. Anyway, going off topic, I think next we'll talk about the touchpad, or touchscreen, on the PlayStation 4 controller. Now, in the game, you get an owl. It's not a bird, no, it's as you can see up in the cover, that thing there, it's an owl. So it's like a little robot that hovers around you. It's got a machine gun, it can hack things, it can stun enemies, and it can also give you a rope so you can rappel down a cliff or a hill. Now I've complained about this before in one of my previous videos. I don't know, I've made so many bloody videos about the PlayStation 4 controller and stuff, my first impressions of the console and stuff like that. But it was in one of the videos I mentioned I wasn't really a big fan of the touchscreen. And I'm still not a fan of it, guys, even after I completed the game. I'm not really a fan of it. Like I say, I hope not many games are actually going to require touchscreen. Now, what you do with the robot, you can signal it, you press up on the touchpad. You can signal it to attack enemies, and then after you've done that, you press, it's either L1 or L2. But you press one of those buttons, and no, it's actually, it's L1, because L2's your aiming button, I think. So yeah, you press L1, and that can command your robot to attack. And if you go right, that's the rappel, I believe. And if you go down, that'll actually allow the robot to activate a shield around you, which will really help you actually when you're facing a lot of enemies. But I personally didn't use the shield that much. I always forgot it was there, you know. And if you go right, you can get that's the stun thing we can use to stun enemies, which is another thing I want to talk about. I hate what these enemies do in this game, guys. These enemies are frustrating as hell. They activate a shield around themselves, and the only way you can deplete that shield, destroy that shield, is by using a plasma cannon type gun, or you command your robot to basically stun the enemy, which depletes and destroys the shield. To me, that was just a stupid thing, guys. I found that really annoying. It kind of slowed down the gameplay, and I just really didn't like that idea. I thought it was a stupid idea, and I really hope they don't do that in the future with future Killzone games, because I think there will be more Killzone games, but hopefully not another Shadowfall, in my opinion. But you have to do that, and obviously when they're shielded, you can't do any damage to them at all. You know, you might as well be bombing fire and peas at an elephant. It really does nothing, you know. So the only way you can do that is by destroying the shields, by either using the plasma cannon or using your robot. Again, just like I say, just really annoying stuff that was really not needed in the game, and it actually spoils the game as far as I'm concerned. Another positive with Killzone Shadowfall is the speaker on the PlayStation 4 controller. Now, I've mentioned this before as well. I thought this was really cool. In Killzone Shadowfall, you find these audio logs scattered around the place, and if you pick up one of these audio logs, the sound from the audio log comes through the control. Now, I think that, in my opinion, that is a gimmick that I really like. You know, I don't like the touchscreen, but I do like the idea of the speaker. Will Killzone Shadowfall be the only game that has this? I hope not, because I really do like the idea of the speaker. I think it's a really cool feature. And it actually makes you, well, it made me anyway, want to actually find audio logs so I could actually hear the audio through the speaker in the control, you know. So I really like that idea in my opinion, and I hope more games decide to do that. Even though it is a bit gimmicky, but I enjoy it. And also for people that like collecting things as well, there's like comic book pages scattered throughout level. So if you want to basically find all the collectibles and that, well, you've got the option to do that, which I started off kind of looking for them, but then after that I just gave up because I was bored of the game. I just wanted to complete the game. I didn't want to spend even more time by trying to find comic book pages that were scattered throughout the levels, but I did actually find quite a few by accident, which was pretty cool. I've got some more annoying things about this game to talk about now, and that is elevators. Yeah, elevators. Believe it or not, I'm always annoyed by the amount of elevators are in this game. I mean, there's some parts where you go in the elevator, you go down the elevator, you get into another elevator, go down that elevator, get into another elevator, and go down that elevator, so on and so forth, until I'm just sick of pressing the bloody switches to go down elevators. And I'm not just talking about just a tiny little fall. Some of these elevators actually lasted a little while. And there's one part actually died when I reached the bottom of the elevator. So guess what? I have to go down the bloody elevator again. Perfect. And so yeah, I just think it was really pointless. They should have a checkpoint at the bottom of the elevator, or better yet, just not add so many elevators, because that, in my opinion, was really boring. There was a few bits of dialogue going on while you were going down the elevator, but still, guys, it could have been avoided. And for me, I just found it really boring, you know. So that was one thing they could have removed from Killzone Elevator Fall. I know that was a bad joke, but really they could have changed the name to Killzone Elevator Fall. The amount of elevators in this game, you know, they really could. At least that was what I was thinking. I was playing the game. If it's not elevators, it was bloody cranes. There was a few cranes to operate as well. Not that you operate them; they move automatically. But you know, something else that just really bugged me. You know, and in my opinion, a lot of the areas in the game, especially in the middle of the game, this was the same bit as the elevators and stuff, by the way. It felt Dead Space like. You know, the areas, it felt more like Dead Space rather than a Killzone game or an FPS. You know, all it was missing was, you know, the alien type monsters that were in Dead Space. Instead of that, replace it with the Hellgas men. It just didn't really feel like Killzone at all, really. So yeah, you're in space. You have to do free falling as well. Oh my god, free falling! Don't even get me started with free falling. That was so bloody annoying. There was like a segment, or you know, a part of the game where you had to like free fall maybe for 50 seconds or something. And if you die in that 50 seconds, you will have to start free falling all over again. And it just felt weird. The way you free fall, the way you control when you free fall, it just really felt weird. It was really bloody difficult to control. Not easy at all, I don't think. And just the fact that you kept dying all the time. Well, I kept dying all the time. And I had to keep restarting it when I was almost at the end of the free falling section. Just another thing again, really annoyed me. You know, I think they could have just removed so many things in this game, guys, and just so many things, in my opinion, that really hold the game back. The last thing I want to talk about concerning the single player is the ending. Don't worry, guys, this is not going to any spoilers in it. I'm not going to blab and tell you what exactly happens, so I wouldn't do that. But I just want to say the ending, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest. You know, going by the way the game was going, you know. A lot of people are mixing it. Some people liked the ending, some people didn't. I thought it was okay. Not brilliant, not bad, but okay. It was in the middle. And it kind of leads me to it kind of gave me the feeling that there could be another game. I think there's going to be another game, whether it be Killzone Shadowfall 2, hope not, or you know, Killzone 4. I do want to see another Killzone game. Despite really disliking this game, I want to see another Killzone game. I want them to make a game like Killzone 2, but with obviously better graphics. Even though Killzone 2 graphics were fantastic, you know. And so yeah, that's basically what I say on that. But like I say, the graphics, guys, are the main thing for me. Are, you know, the beautiful graphics. It is beautiful. It does showcase what the PS4 can do, which is brilliant, you know. But I don't want to play a game to look at scenery. I want to play a game, you know, to enjoy the full experience. You know, enjoy the gameplay, and also enjoy the you know, the graphics as a bonus. You know, but the main thing you want to enjoy is the gameplay. You know. See, I've got some examples here, right? I've got some examples here. This doesn't contain. It shouldn't really be in this video, but anyway, I'm going to put it in because I can. Okay, we have BioShock. Beautiful looking game, really fun gameplay. BioShock 2, beautiful looking game, really fun gameplay. Killzone 2, beautiful looking game, very fun gameplay. And you know where this is going, guys. Resistance 2, Resistance 3, beautiful looking games, very fun gameplay. Haze, maybe not quite. But Killzone, beautiful looking game, just boring gameplay. It's just got nothing that really encourages to play more, which is really you know, it disappoints me, guys. It really does. Like I say, this was a game I was looking forward to in E3, and might have been probably better. I ended up buying Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts, you know. And online, that leaves just the last thing to talk about is the online. The online for me, it's mediocre. See, I just can't find too many positives about this game at all. I really wanted to enjoy the online. One of the main reasons I wanted to get, you know, to play this game online was because I wanted to meet new people. You know, being new to the console, I wanted to meet new people. And for some reason, Killzone Shadowfall has this stupid thing, which I didn't know about at the time, but you can only talk to people that are in your party. So basically, you cannot talk publicly. You have to be in a party to talk, which is bloody stupid, guys. Fair enough, if someone's on there being a douche or getting in your face, there is a simple thing of just going to the players that are playing the game and clicking on that mute button if you don't want to hear that. The fact that it doesn't actually give you the opportunity to listen to anybody whatsoever is just a stupid idea, and it really gets in the way of what I was going to do, like meeting new people, which is another thing. This is another reason why I really am not a fan of the online. And as stupid as this may sound, I actually put the game on and played it online for the first time. I had my earphones in and I was talking. I was talking to myself because I didn't know that my voice wasn't coming through the blooming, so people couldn't blooming hear me, So I was talking to myself for like an hour or something. It's just stupid, guys. It really was. It wasn't until I read reviews and that and stuff that I really, that I found that out. And it was stupid. It really bloody is a stupid idea. And I can't wait. I honestly can't wait now to get Call of Duty Ghosts, guys. I really can. Call of Duty, people say, it's predictable, it's Call of Duty, it's for the fanboys. But for me, Call of Duty Online, it never lets me down. It never lets me down. As a decent single player, usually. But, like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion, are fantastic. But, Black Ops and that, they're mediocre. But, I'm going to get a lot more enjoyability out of Call of Duty Ghosts than I am out of Killzone Shadowfall, that's for damn sure. I wouldn't recommend it, unfortunately, guys. If you want a game that showcases the way, the graphic capability of the PlayStation 4, by all means give it a try. But personally, guys, I would wait until it's like £20 before you get in it, because it's really not worth, £40 or whatever. It really isn't, guys. So yeah, Killzone Shadowfall, big disappointment, guys. I would say a 5 out of 10 or maybe a 6 out of 10 game. A lot of reviews are round about that area. Even though IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. I really don't know how they got that, to be honest, guys. I really don't. So yeah, guys, if you played through this game, let me know what you think of the game. And yeah, I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching.